Kia ora te whānau. My name is Kaz and I'm one of the co-founders of the Collective Training. I also own and operate the gym with my partner Ariana, and I'm involved with all the programming side. First of all, thank you so much to RYZN for helping with this one. It's really hard to write a home gym workout, something that includes just body weight, and to make it interesting and to still help you actually get stronger and get fitter. So we try to do our best with what we had on this one, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. So for our Monday and Tuesday, basically what you guys are looking at is what's called a split. So you have more of an upper body focus on your Monday and then more of a lower body focus on your Tuesday. It's really simple stuff, and basically all I've done is try to create some kind of really simple variation so that when you go through the workout, it'll feel like you're working, you'll actually get some small progressions off it in terms of your strength and your fitness, and you'll feel those areas working whilst you go through the workout. On your Wednesday session, what we are trying to do is build some aerobic endurance. So what we've done is just some simple interval training. You can really sub this out for anything that you feel like doing, and what you'll notice about most things that you do which involve aerobic endurance, like running or biking, the rowing machine, the ski machine, swimming, is that most of the movements are quite limited with regards to the range you go through. So that's why it feels a little bit nicer to be able to keep it up consistently for long periods of time. You're not having to go through that full squat motion when you're doing a run. You're not really having to take your arms and your joints through their full range of motion. So it does feel a little bit easier to maintain whilst you're doing a longer session. So you can put in any movement is what I'm getting to, as long as you've got that interval and we're managing our intensity every single time that we perform an exercise. I do prefer to use machines or to use just, your most common forms of aerobic endurance, which is like running and biking. But if you don't have access to these things or you can't run, then using a different type of movement is just as good. You can jog on the spot, you can perform like a half squat jump where you're not jumping to full height each time, just managing like a medium intensity, and then obviously you'll build aerobic endurance from being able to do these things at like a medium intensity for a long period of time, which is usually around like 10 minutes or more. Now, towards the end of the week on your Thursday and your Friday, we are looking at incorporating another split so that you get more of an upper body day and more of a lower body day. However, when you do things like bear crawls, sometimes you do feel them in your legs a little bit more. But the purpose is that Thursday is more upper body, and then Friday we're back to doing some lower body things again. Now, what you'll notice is that from week to week, there are either variations in the movements itself, or there's variations in how many reps you might do or how many sets you might do. What you'll realize is that when you're training at home and you've got limited access to the things that you can use to manipulate your training, is that most people just add content or add in volume. So you're just doing more reps, doing more sets, and in that way we can build our strength and our endurance. What I would suggest is to make notes of the intensity you use, make notes of how you felt during the sessions, especially in week one, so you can see maybe the next week I might try and increase my intensity or increase doing more reps if it's more of a time thing, or just try to find ways to progress over time. So that's the idea behind programming, is that we start at point A and we add steps along the way to try and get better and better and get the results that we are trying to achieve. And the results that we really want to see come from doing the right amount of work, managing our intensity, and then really managing our rest as well. One other little tip that you can use is when you're going through the workouts, if you do have an external load of some kind, a kettlebell, a dumbbell, your weights. I mean, sometimes I say to the mums that I train, just pick up your baby and you can use that as a weight. If you feel comfortable doing that, then those are great tools that you can utilize, and you can sub them in to exercises that you're familiar with, like squats, like pressing, etc. It really just depends on what you have access to. Also, obviously, because we're doing this with RYZN, you should have yourself a little band. And if you don't have one yet, then I suggest you go onto the website and grab yourself one of those bands. They are so helpful. You can add them to things like your squats, your glute bridges, your hinge movements. You can even wear them while you perform upper body exercises. They're a really great tool to help improve leg strength and glute strength, and just all around great tool for training itself. Anyways, team, thank you so much. If you haven't checked us out already, please head over to At The Collective Training and have a little sneak peek at what it is we do. We're located in Tauranga, well, more so in the Mount, so you can come through. We're right next to the airport if you want to come check us out and have a wee sesh with us as well. And thank you so much to RYZN for including us in this little part of their training regime. I really hope you guys see some great benefits from this training, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to DM us through there. Grab your band, grab your exercise equipment, and let's get it.